Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, let's go.
And incomplete to open things up. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold with a catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the play. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the 50, it's Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47th. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Johnson, the intended target. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there. And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there. He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run with Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. Yeah, he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line. We're going to sign. Mark 54, Mark. Check, walk 54, walk 54.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Darnold on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. He finds his man Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Prescott now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing, Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a goal.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Next to score, Raiders 17, Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 27, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Prescott now on second down. Safarian Jenkins has it. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the run, now Darnold to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down now. It's Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Darnold. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott. And to the tight end here, Jenkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. First down, Prescott. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A give right side now to Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Prescott looks to throw on first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. A first down throw, Darnold. It's Williams on the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And this one is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott, incomplete, over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. A big play here for the Cowboys. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 12, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page. He's
going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now a loose football, and he lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check 26, check 26.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
47. It's a party now. It's a party now. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
57.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Prescott. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Darnold, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line. Today's final score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Dallas, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Oakland, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me.